Lakers game was something else. Just the freaking amount of energy that the Suns played with and the amount that the Lakers did. Not taking any way away from the Suns because they capitalized on their opportunity. And the Lakers were just kind of out there to be out there. It looked like just no energy whatsoever. AD played his worst playoff game in his career. Devin Booker played a great playoff game. I was about to say the best of his career, but that's his first. Not really a shot, just point out the obvious. DeAndre Ayton owned AD every aspect of the game. It is game one, and LeBron has a bad rip in game one. That's usually like his and his crew's fill out game, so you can kind of see what you're doing, make adjustments, and shut it down. I don't just go for LeBron. That goes for the coaches or any team in general, kind of just trying to figure each other out. So I mean, it's a big deal, but at the same time, it's not because it's only game one and it's a 7-game series. Still got to win 3 more. Do I think they'll be able to win 3 more? No, I don't. Do I think they'll be able to win 1 more game? Yes, I do. Before this series started, I had Lakers in 6. I was hoping the Lakers would either match up with the Nuggets or the Jazz because that would be a much easier matchup. As you see that, I mean, I know that's the Jazz's best player, bar none. They didn't have D. Mitch, but Ja Morant got the win, and that's not really that good of a team. So just imagine what the Lakers would have been able to do. Or would the Nuggets have a much better matchup as well? So this Suns matchup is tough. And mainly it might even go 7 games. It just depends on how things turn out. LeBron's got to get back from his ankle. AD's playing that passive aggressive type deal, which is very damn annoying. I wish he would just play like he did the other night. It wasn't a play-in game, but I think it was like the last regular season game. He had like a 38-piece or a 40-piece. I know it's the regular season, but he like really brought the intensity against the Warriors. And he plays the Warriors in the play-in and just really nothing. Just play like freaking ass. Not really to his full potential. Because, I mean, this man is the future of the league, or he really is the league now. Maybe not like the face or anything like that, but he's one of the best. Just has one of the deepest bags. A great defender. Should have won Defense Player of the Year last year. Was in the running for it this year. Just a jack of all trades, can do many things. You know, then you got LeBron, one of the best passers. Decent defender. Poor free throw shooter, but good shooter, everything else you need, you know, besides free throws. But I mean, let's just talk about, I just want to talk more about the Suns in particular because it kind of sounds like I'm going down a path of taking credit away when I'm really not. All credit is due to Monty Williams, and Devin Booker just tore them up, man. I think he scored 14 of the 16 at one point in the fourth quarter. He had like almost a 20-point fourth quarter, if not. And that's another thing. They only won by 9 with LeBron and AD playing that bad. Which, do I think Booker can do that every game? Yes, I do if they come out with them same adjustments. But the thing is, I mean, you can let Booker go for 30 or 40. Just LeBron and AD got to match it. I mean, if one of the best duos in the NBA gets outscored by one of the best scorers in the NBA, I mean, of course you're going to lose no matter who you are. Because I think Booker had almost like 40, or if not 40. And LeBron had like 18 and AD had 13. So, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, if you get outscored by one man and that's your 2 best players that can't even match it, yeah, you're going to be in for a long game, you know. Probably not going to end up in your favor. But yeah, man, the thing I noticed the most is like, I think the Lakers were ranked either number 1 on defense or number 2, something around there. And their paint defense was just atrocious. And their transition defense was borderline ass. I mean, I don't mean to be too harsh because they can do way better than I ever be able to do, but you know what I mean? Just give my perspective on it and be honest. Don't sugarcoat it. Just be straight up. But they got a lot of work to do in that department. Need to play Andre Drummond less and play Marc Gasol more, or play AD at the 5 more. He just needs to suck that up. That's what's best for the team. I know how he don't like to play it because of the tic-tac injuries and the physicality and stuff. He just feels more versatile at the 4. But he just needs to play more to his roots, which really he's just kind of like a unicorn big, like a Kristaps. That's a way, way better defender. But just like I said again, has a very deep offensive bag. Can also pass a little bit too. And then LeBron just needs to be more aggressive, kind of go into his 0-30 playoff mode. Maybe not pass near as much and just score like he did in Cleveland in 2017 and before he made the decision back in the day, like when he was the score first option, just kind of go in that mindset. I know he's older now and kind of in the back end of his prime, but yeah, you just got to activate that type of mindset again because the team feeds off his energy. It's like if they didn't have a Schroeder pick and roll and LeBron came off the floor, the offense looked very, very stagnant, which is not good. Which, I mean, that's kind of LeBron's whole career at that point. When he comes off the floor, it's usually not good in the playoffs, at least, you know. On them series with the Warriors in the past, I kind of followed the whole same textbook idea. But yeah, man, they just got to be. They really need to be playing with Caruso's energy. He needs to have a talk with them or have a talk with LeBron because, I mean, I know he's a role player and don't have to play as many minutes, but he's always bringing the energy, always bringing the juice to the team on defense and on offense, diving for loose balls. He just cares about every second and every possession of the game. I mean, I know AD's been in the league about 10 years now, I believe, and if it's not 10, it's about 8 or 9. And LeBron's been in for like 18 or 19. I know they've been here before and done this, and it's only one playoff game. But I'm just saying they need to match the Suns' energy, or they will end up getting upset. Even though they're the 7th seed, they are the favorite to beat the Suns, I think, when the betting odds came out. But yeah, man, I don't think it's too much to overreact to at all. You know, just one game, you gotta kind of feel it out. But like I said, if they come out with that same energy again, they're gonna lose and be in jeopardy of losing the series. They're gonna be down 2-0. But if the Lakers win in Phoenix Tuesday, I think the series is pretty much over because I don't see the Lakers are not over, but what would that? That'd be 1-1, then they go back to LA. I think the Lakers win both of them. Then they come back to Phoenix and probably knock off them in game. The Suns will knock them off in game 5. Then in game 6, we go back to LA, and that's where I think they'll close out the series in a close game 6. And then you just look up for the next round, which is probably going to be the Blazers. But yeah, man, that's enough of me rambling. That's my thoughts on this game overall. And let me know what you thought of the game in the comments.